So to the dads, not dads, to all the the American-born men, just all men in general, really. But when you get older, you realize things are competitive. And in your country, especially in America, there's people that weren't born here, bro. They're coming in, they're competing with you, bro. They're competing with you. But beyond the point, let's just speak of just how good it is for you to exercise and at least know that you can last. You can protect your family if you have one, or if it's still together. Fuck you obese American men, American born. Like, just get it together, man. Get it together. And we live in this society. Like, I see these guys. We live in this materialistic society where I could just tell, like, they see me, they look at what I'm driving, and then they think they think they won. They think like they're better than me, or they're somehow living like, that's all it takes. All I gotta do is invest my money in a nice car. I mean, unless you bought it outright because you had enough money, just let me buy it outright. Like, this is just like nothing to me. Like $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 car, luxury vehicle. Like, I bring in about $5 million a year. That's nothing. Like, a lot of times these people, they're paying a car payment. They're paying a car payment on that car. I just noticed it. I noticed the way they drive. There's like this stupid gangsterism mentality, and you're just like, and you're like fat. You have a nice ass car, but you're fucking fat and you're fucking sloppy. But you have a mentality like you're cool, so you're kind of cool, but you're fat. And you probably are down in your brain, but dude, you better fucking knock the guy out or something, right? You just gotta be careful in this world, like. And think about it, how cool you might really be if you could actually fight, if you actually put in the effort. I trip out on myself. I'm like so timid, but then like I actually put in the effort to fucking hurt somebody. But my thing is, like, we live in a backward society. Like, I notice it all the time. They look at my car and they look at what they got. A lot of times they might be with their girls, so they want to compare. Like, yeah, I'm doing better. Not like with girls. I mean, I'm sure men do that shit too. Women, of course, their beauty is external. The way a car looks is external, right? There really is no internal to a car unless you think about what's under the hood. It's just sort of analogous to the internal of a human, the things we can't see, the metaphysical, like the spirit and the soul and the being of a person, the essence, the energy, right? Yeah, I'm just trying to uplift you guys, right? Like, I don't really give a fuck about you guys that think you're cool in your car and you like have such a stupid fucking mentality. It's such a stupid mentality to think you're like tougher than you actually are. Like, what justifies your toughness? You know what it is? It's the music you listen to. It's the people you hang out with. I'm going off. This is supposed to be for you, American-born, like obese, out of shape men who are like sad and lonely, make me uncool. Like myself, I might look cool. I'm not cool. I'm far from it. I lack confidence. So, guys, you're still finding yourself fucking lonely. At least go for a walk. Things are free. I punch the air like 3-4 times a week. I go running about 3-4 times a week. I try to switch it up, and I just punch the air. I'm lonely. I don't have friends. I hang out by myself. I just put on my fucking phone 3-minute rounds, and sometimes I only do 6. Sometimes I do maybe like 4 or 5, 6, and then I go for a run. Or sometimes I only do 6, or I just go for a run only. Or sometimes I run longer than other days. Sometimes I find myself taking a day off. Sometimes but the thing is, I'm like in shape, compared to the vast majority of this fucking stupid, twisted, materialistic society that thinks they're like, okay, that's all I gotta do. Like, what? It doesn't take that much to get on your level. Like, what? You have an ego and you think you're fucking something. Boy, you better be careful, man. Those people irk me, but you better be careful. Those people out here will actually fucking hurt you. In self-defense, they will actually fucking hurt you. There's some angry motherfuckers out here, and they're not the gangsters. They're not because it's funny, like they find like friends, they find like that friend group, and you realize like, oh, okay, you're like a 3rd generation gangster, so you never really went through the struggles as like the 1st generation gangster or 1st generation like kind of guy who thinks he and honestly, use that word gangsterism. It's just the ideology. It's the the dangerous guy, the bully, the tough guy, right? Like, oh, so so I could see that why you feel justified. Oh, because you're from like a couple generations of this sort of way of thinking. Oh, I get it. But in reality, you're relying a lot on your like who's behind you, sort of, right? Or you're relying on like the fact that you probably would kill somebody because you know. All I'm saying, so this message is for the losers, you could say, the fucking losers that are fat and fuck. Come on, get it together, guys. There's people coming in this country every day passing you up, bro. It doesn't take that much, bro. 30 minutes a day. Punch the fucking air. Throw some kicks. Throw some elbows. Mix it up. Do some push-ups. Go for a walk. Do a jog at your pace. No one says you have to be go at your pace, even if it's fucking slow. It might take a little longer, but at least you have more time to think. You know? Listen to an audiobook. Listen to some music. If you're doing your own fucking music and nobody listens to it, you fucking listen to it. And if you fucking read out loud or do your own audio recordings, listen to yourself, like it's what I do. The thing is, do it, man. Fuck, dude, we need you guys, man. American born motherfuckers, we need you, because especially for your fathers, we need you guys to show an example for your children who are American born, because there's immigrants coming every fucking day teaching their kids this shit. And they're anchor babies, and they're first generation Americans are closer to immigrant. They're more closer to immigrant Americans in the way they think. They're the ones gonna keep going with their old countries traditions. But you and I, third, fourth, fifth generations, or unfortunately our families, our parents weren't close to their parents, and their parents weren't close to their parents, so that shit got lost somewhere, and all we know is this fucking place. And we need you guys. We're becoming the minority out here. I fucking need you guys to get up and at least, I know you're fucking sad and lonely. You probably don't even see your child that much, but they're like, Dad, you changed. Look, you're not just like watching TV. Like, you're reading some books. You're trying to educate yourself. You're fucking exercising. You're showing a little bit of fucking fight in you. You're showing a little bit of resiliency. And you can fucking feel better, so you don't treat your child like shit. And you don't fucking feel bad about yourself and want to be fucking so pitiful. And you can laugh at these fucks out here who think they're so cool and they're nice car, and they get on there ffucking fat and slobby, and you're like, what? I'd rather have my decent whip that gets me from A to B and B fucking know that I am the vehicle I've invested in, and it's free, guys. Like, you could be a fucking homeless fucking in shape motherfucker, and or a happy poor fucking in shape dude. It's fucking free, guys. All you need is some air and a little bit of space, Get it together, man. Get it to fucking together. Like, there's people out here that are fucking, they're so fucking weird. They think there's like, what gives you the right to think you're so cool? Like, what gives you the right to think you're so like formidable? Like, what do you actually do? Like, what do you actually do? Like, and again, they could turn it around and keep having that stupid ego and be tough and be able to, but typically people who actually like, you be more confident and more able when you put in the effort, especially if you join like a martial art club, when you're around other people, and sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, or you're around people who are like tougher than you, like been doing it longer than you. You're more humble. You'd be more humble that way, especially if you actually spar with them or they defeat you. You got to learn, okay, so there's levels to this, right? A lot of people out here people die every day on some stupid shit, whether it be like some other idiot just like them draws them into some drama, and that person, like a coward, brings out that doesn't play fair, and so come on, guys, get up and do something, man. Don't let yourself down. You're still fucking lonely. Fuck, dude, lose some weight. You'll probably, fucking videotape it. This society loves fucking fat people who get their shit together. This society loves that shit. Like, nobody gives a fuck about me who's sort of been in shape and now I'm extra in shape. Like, no, they like a fat guy who loses weight for some reason. Like, or they like a fat woman that loses weight. I guess it shows resiliency, It shows fucking, fucking do that shit, man. Do that shit. Don't let us down, man. Don't let your children down who are getting passed the fuck up by immigrant people's kids. They're getting fucking passed the fuck up. Like getting don't treat your kid like shit. Don't try to drag. You go fucking do it first, man. You go do it first, and then tell him, hey, let's go for a walk. You have no choice. You're gonna go for a walk with me. Like, don't you notice a change in me, my child? Don't you see? Like, keep it 100 with your kid, man. You tell him, hey, you can go live somewhere else in another country. You don't. America's not the end all be all. But if you're here, this is what goes down. So you're either gonna just, and you're probably better off doing that. Better off just going back to the basics, like, you know, growing, having community, you know, being self-sufficient, you know, maybe figuring it out. Maybe like, okay, you like growing, you like a garden, you can actually do this. You can actually have to start now. You can start a little small business. You could grow your own flowers, sell your flowers. You could grow your own produce, sell the produce. Like, you don't have to live in a box. You don't have to live in a fucking box. You don't have to live in a box. You don't have to. You don't have to live in a box like these people. And a lot of times we waste 10 years of our life saying, what the fuck? I was just trying to do what the fuck my parent wanted me to do. I'm reading this book on the history of psychiatry. It's actually right here. It's fucking huge. I'm only like on page 20, but and it's just obvious. I've said this many times, is you don't know until you know. You don't know something existed until you read about it or it's exposed to you, or you go and search out for something different. Like you don't have to be this corporate thing, or you can have your own small business and be proud that you are self-sufficient and what you created you sell to, and that's like, it's like this circle of life. That's how you're feeding your body. That's how you have shelter. That's how, you know, you have transportation. That's how you have clothing. That's how you're able to feed your child. That's how you're able to grow your business and maybe go from a backyard garden to a full greenhouse, you know, or from that to like a bigger plot of land, you know, and maybe that's, you know, good enough for that particular area, but then you open another one in a different part of the city, you know, and yeah, like that's a better way of living, you know. But you have to teach your kid that it starts with now. It starts finding that thing you enjoy. Because everybody has to have a job, and everybody has to find, and a lot of people in a job they don't fucking like, and it's because their parents didn't like talk to them. Literally just speak to them. Literally keep it real. Be a fucking human, you know. Be a fucking human and tell them like you could do anything. You could do anything. Different things take time though, and be realistic with yourself. You can do anything, and it takes time to get better at things. You're not gonna be good right away. It's like when I went to go take a Greyhound bus to Las Vegas not too long ago. I was like, there's probably gonna be something that I'm forgetting here. Like I felt like I was forgetting something. It's gonna be like, cause like there's probably people who always go on Greyhounds, go work over here or have family or a girlfriend in Vegas and always taking that trip, right? It's only 3 or 4 hour bus ride, and I'm sure they always do it. It's only like a $30 ticket, so it's like I'm sure they always do it. I'm sure it happens a lot, right? And like, sure enough, it was like a fucking neck pillow. It was like the way they dressed, or you know. So I was like, makes fucking sense. Like everything's like that. Every single thing you do, you just have to get better at it. You begin to used to do construction, you might have some tools, and you realize like, and about a year later, you have like exactly what you need. I remember I used to have like this roller tool bag. It got stolen from me because I'm an idiot. I was being lazy. I didn't lock my shit up. But remember, I had every little thing there. Every little fucking little knickknack that I needed for a particular job. Like every little knickknack, you know? Every little knickknack. I was like, okay, I got everything I need. It took time. It took time. It took time. And it took losing tools. It took buying shit I probably didn't need. It just took time. It took finding tools, finding better ways to do things, meeting people that knew better ways, seeing different tricks to the trade. That's like right now I go to school, I'm like in my 30 something, and I know I'm barely getting into like the world of mind healing, right? Psychiatry, psychology, neuroscience, neurobiology, human behavior through psychology and psychiatry and life experience and traumatic trauma and mental health, but like I don't know anybody, I'm barely in my second year of college. I know, like, at the university, I'll probably meet professors, and I'll probably meet different people who are like, I'll probably get more motivated if I just keep with it. You know, I know I'm at the beginning stage, but look at how long it took me. You know, look how long it fucking took me. And again, if I would have known, like, damn, what I've been through, I have experience with this. You know, now I just know I just gotta stay alive, and that's probably what you guys gotta do. Just stay alive, man. You just gotta stay alive. If life's a game, just stay in it long enough to when it's your turn again, man. To when it's your fucking turn again. You know, be prepared. Mind in the body, mind in the body. I tell women this. I really want to tell them you're fucking fat. You have potential. I see you. You have a beautiful fucking face. I see something in you. I can see the beauty behind whatever the fuck, all that comfort eating and all that lack of energy, or just like, oh, I don't care about myself, or it's not even a big deal. Like, what's behind that? Like I don't know, man. I mean, we're all fucked in some way. We're all fucked in some way. The guy and gals always looking in the mirror, always posting their body on social media with a lot of followers, or versus the one doesn't give a fuck. It just eats whatever the bullshit. Like, it's okay. Or that other one who fucking starves himself. And not the bulimic, that's crazy, but the one that maybe only once or twice a day because they want to keep that certain tightness. I mean, our body could go like without food, but like throwing up your food, that behavior is a little more odd than someone who maybe just chooses to eat once or twice a day or eats a little bit, you know. Or if you're not eating to the point of dizziness, that's kind of crazy. You know, that's not healthy. But I mean, everybody's fucked. But it's like you're gonna be fucked in what? I don't know. I just see potential in you. You know, I see potential in you.